Hey guys, it's Christina of CraftyPaws. I'm here to share a pocket letter that I made for Myra, who is craftyrats. She recently suffered some major losses. She lost two of her sweet cats in the last several months, and she is currently in the process of moving, and she has so many things going on. But sweet lady that she is, she also wanted to host a giveaway challenge. She asked folks to make a little pocket letter, and I knew I wanted to participate if I could, hopefully bringing a little cheer to her. She asked that we make the pocket letters in our style, and frankly, I don't really have one style. I like shabby chic, steampunk, clean and simple, cutesy. I like it all. So I was kind of at a loss until yesterday when I saw that Sandy Allnock made these super cute little digis and she gave them away for free on her blog. I'll put a link in the description box below, so if you're interested, you can get these downloaded for yourself as well. Now, this little digi set called Elf'd Essentials actually goes with this Ellen Hutson stamp set called Elf'd. And all of these little outfits fit this cute little elf right here. And when I saw this little cutie Harry Potter, I knew I had the theme for my pocket letter. I love Harry Potter, and with this digi, I thought not only could I make Harry, but I could, if I cut out the face and use the face of the elf and just colored in his hair red, I could also make Ron. Didn't he come out cute? I just love these little guys. And then I took the angel digi and I drew in a little collar and a necktie and added a little crest and made her into Hermione. Now I wanted to keep their little elfish Christmassiness, so I added little pom-poms to the tops of their hats. And here you can get a closer look at Harry as well. Didn't they come out super cute? If you're interested in the Copic colors that I used, I will link to my blog where you can find out all the details. Now let me tell you about the paper that I used. I used this Once Upon a Time paper stack from DCWV that was gifted to me by Elaine Rico. Thank you again, Elaine. And for the front, I used this page that I thought looked like the halls of Hogwarts. Really cool, right? And then for the back, I used this, which reminded me of a lot of the windows, the stained glass windows at Hogwarts. And the bottom here says off on an adventure. Now I'll get back to that, but I wanted to make sure that that was also included on the back side. This first, this first pocket, I just used an embossing folder. This is a Tim Holtz Alterations embossing folder, and I ran some white cardstock through that, and then I used a gold metallic gelato, colored that in, and then for some extra sparkle, just to make sure that it, the magic of it wasn't lost, I added some gold stickles. For the wings, I actually used the angel wings from the digi set and colored those up just using some Delicata Gold ink, which I think adds a really pretty shimmer. For the next pocket, I decided for Christmas time, I just remember one of the Harry Potters, Ron got a knit sweater from his mom and he hated it but wore it, and I thought that was so sweet, so precious. So I drew a little sweater and put a big R on it, and I colored them up in Gryffindor colors. I think that's the color that the sweater was in the movie as well. For this pocket here, I wanted to focus on flying, actually on Harry's great flying skills, and so I decided to create a little broom. I used a die that was gifted to me by Julie, who's Thrifty Paper Garden and is the owner of TPG Crafts. I layered lots of the little bristles from the bottom of the broom and just cut up slits to create a little dimensional embellishment. For the quote, I used another stitched rectangle die and wrote out the quote from Dumbledore, which says, "It is our choices that show us what we truly are, far more than our abilities." And that quote really resonates with me right now, so soon after my hubby donated a kidney to my brother. This Pocket up here actually has a quote that I thought was very funny. It says, "One can never have enough socks. Another Christmas has come and gone and I didn't get a single pair. People will insist on giving me books." And that's another quote from Dumbledore. That one's from the Sorcerer's Stone. I also remember that Harry took a sock right off his foot and gave it in secret to Dobby the house elf. And that enabled Dobby to be freed from servitude from the House of Malfoy. And that was such a poignant part of the film series for me. I knew I wanted to include a sock in this pocket letter if I could. For the next pocket, I used a metal key that I had in my stash and decided to make one of those winged keys from the Chamber of Secrets. And I would again use the wings, but this time I folded them and I colored this up with Copic markers and added more gold stickles. I wanted to kind of keep the color scheme of the whole pocket letter kind of muted with the background paper and then really just limited to the blacks or grays and gold and red. And I thought that would be a nice color scheme for Christmas. And then lastly, for this pocket, Myra asked folks to add a picture of themselves. So I decided I was going to add a picture that I really liked of me and Bendito this past summer. And I had this little charm that says love. So I decided to add that. I just used some circle nesting dies and cut out a little frame and put that on that pocket there. Then for the edges here, you'll see that I used some brown and white baker's twine, some red satin ribbon that was gifted to me by New Crafter Bev, and then some white jingle bells that was gifted to me by Shonda, who's Slim Cards. And I thought those were really cute little additions to the side of the pocket letter. Now, you'll notice here that normally for pocket letters, I add some washi tape right along here, but this time I decided to cut small strips of this paper, use an X-Acto knife to cut out these little holes in this selvage area where the pocket letter will be attached to a binder. And I did that all because I wanted to save this E, because that is what spells out off on an adventure. And I didn't want to lose the E here. So I knew that I needed to make this little selvage area work. And I'm really glad I took the time to do that because I think it makes the back really cohesive. And I'm going to fill the back with little treats, but I want to keep all of those a surprise for Myra. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful crafty day.